So Peter literally denies knowing Jesus 3 times in front of people, but Jesus still makes him the leader of the early church. Now, here's something about early Christianity you should know. Becoming a Christian before Constantine legalized it wasn't like checking a box on a Gallup survey. It was literally life or death. The Romans saw Christians as enemies of the state, so the church kept the Eucharist secret from new converts until they were baptized at Easter. They couldn't risk spies infiltrating their services because getting caught could mean torture or death or economic ruin. So when persecution hit hard, some Christians cracked under the pressure. They would burn incense to the emperor. They would deny their faith. They would hand over their scriptures to be burned, whatever it took to stay alive. And the church called them the Lapsi, basically meaning the fallen ones or traitors. And oh boy, did this cause drama. Because when persecution died down, these people would want to come back. And so the church basically split into camps. One side was like, absolutely not. They abandoned us. When we needed them most, they watched their own families die and they saved their own skin. And the other side argued for forgiveness and some form of penance. Now, the hardliners had a point. These people had taken Christianity seriously enough to risk everything and then bailed when things got real. Now, I think it's interesting. Peter, the guy that Jesus calls the rock of the church, had done the exact same thing. When Jesus was arrested, Peter straight up pretended he didn't know Jesus. Not once or twice, but 3 times in public while Jesus was being tortured in front of him. And all the men disciples, they scattered like leaves. Only the women stuck around for the crucifixion. And yet, Jesus trusted Peter enough to lead the apostles. Now, I get it. I was 16 in youth group, and I literally told God I would give up my faith and burn in hell if it meant Megan Ramunda would talk to me. I'm not sure why God would want to do that, but I was 16 and very confused. So we all have moments of cosmic bargaining and faithless desperation. Now, let me tell you something about our culture. We live in a place where being Christian is so mainstream that's basically cultural wallpaper. You can slap a Jesus fish on your car and call it a day. I think we've made faith so safe and comfortable that we've forgotten what it cost our spiritual ancestors. They lost everything, lives, families, livelihoods, for this faith that some of us treat like a hobby. Now here's the flip side. Some churches today still operate like those hardline early Christians, saying that once you leave, you can't ever come back. Once you apostatize, you're done, and that's it. Jesus clearly disagreed with that approach when it came to Peter. The truth is, faith isn't a straight line. It's messy and it's complicated, and sometimes we all get out. Maybe you've walked away from your faith entirely. Maybe you've cussed out God. Maybe you've denied what you believed when it wasn't convenient. Jesus didn't write Peter off for his betrayal, and I don't think he's going to write you off either. But here's the challenge. Maybe we should take our faith as seriously as those early Christians did. The radical commitment part. The part where following Jesus actually changes how we live and not just what we believe. So here's my question for you. What would faith look like if it actually cost you something? And if you've walked away, what would it look like to come back? Not to the toxic parts of Christianity, but to the radical love that made people willing to die for it.